Yo, hey guys, what is going on? It's Andos here, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use movement to win more gunfights. That's right, this is a movement guide, however, we will be focusing more on gunfights instead of just the fundamentals. If you don't know the fundamentals, go watch my full movement guide after this video. The box will pop up at the end so you can go straight there, or the link will be in the description. Anyways, the difference between a good player and a great player, in my humble opinion, is being able to use movement under pressure. There is no point doing all these fancy moves where you move around the map and then when you bump into someone you're standing still like a sitting duck. A great player can use movement to break enemies' cameras, pair movement with the environment effectively, and much more. Saying that, we are going to go over some tips and tricks to help you get your movement to the next level. Before we begin, remember to like the video if you just appreciate the vibes, sub to the YouTube channel for more Warzone content. I do stream on YouTube as well, remember to drop by and say hello. I'm happy to announce that I'm providing one-on-one coaching sessions through my YouTube membership program. This will include me doing a one-on-one session with you where I provide my feedback on how to improve your game and potentially setting up some training scenarios. I can also personally look at your gameplay /VODs and provide some insights to help you improve. If you're looking for a personal Warzone coach, a link will be in the description if you are interested. No pressure, I know this is not for everyone. With the intro out of the way, let's begin. Tip number 1, horizontal direction change. Having the ability to quickly shift your body left or right can really increase your chances of winning gunfights. There are too many times in gunfights where you bump into an enemy, you get caught off guard, or just stand still to be a stagnant target. Those scenarios tend to become 50-50 gunfights if you don't have superior positioning. What I try to do is shift my body in a certain direction to throw off the enemy's aim while hitting my own shots as well. That is my main objective, so getting used to mixing up direction changes is really important, especially in scenarios where you get caught by surprise, where you need to get into a new position, or just fighting multiple enemies at once. Let's break down some scenarios, do a deep dive where I can explain further. Alrighty, in this scenario, I'm just fighting from a distance. I know movement and close range gunfights is the main focus of today's episode. However, when pushing buildings / areas, try to get it down before you full send. This will just give you some momentum to build off. My first goal is to clear the first floor. I mess up on this one, there's no one in sight. I hear footsteps to my left though, remember to listen to footsteps guys, super important. I'm assuming the enemy may be already targeting me or pushing towards me. I don't want to just turn to the left. I want to use some horizontal movement, so I shift my whole body into a different position, so I do attack sprint jump. As you can see, using my movement, the enemy is not fast enough to track me. This way I get the easy kill without too many issues. As demonstrated, if you hear footsteps or if you know someone is pushing you and you can't really pre-aim, use movement to your advantage. Don't just turn and shoot and make yourself an easy target. I like to jump towards the enemy if it's at close range, or at least shift my body to the left or right to make myself a harder target to track. Alright, in the next scenario, I'm going to demonstrate the importance of using movement when fighting multiple targets at close range. In this particular situation, I do something called the stick and move. Every time I get a kill, I move my body to the left or right. Think about it. If you're taking out one target, the second enemy is probably going to start aiming at you. Don't just stand there. You want to stick and move after each kill. Move your body into cover, reposition, or just perform some sort of horizontal movement. Let's look at the gameplay and I'll show you what I mean. In this situation, my teammate and I are pushing this building. Assume that we are taking on a full squad, so I stay outside for a bit. I managed to get the down, however my teammate gets taken out and mentions that we're versing a full squad. I use this opportunity to take advantage of the momentum. I got one down and my teammate has probably caused some damage, so I don't wait around to let the enemy recover. I start to push. This part is really important. I don't overcommit. I try to position myself next to the door upon entry. I'm versing a full squad by myself. I need to leave myself an exit plan in case something goes wrong. I get the first down, I notice a target to my left. Notice how I don't just flick over and stand still. I move my body first before I start shooting to make myself elusive. I get the second down. The Owen is kind of blocking the view, but I know there is a target to my right. I keep to my stick and move methodology, so I slide cancel to the right into a jump shot to get the third down. Last but not least, I get the last guy with the drop shot to finesse the team.
Oh my days, bro. That was cool. No.
I got lucky, bro. I got lucky. Quick intermission. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I know there are a lot of players out there with really good movement. I noticed there are so many sweats on Warzone these days. Hopefully with these tips and tricks you can use this movement to win more gunfights. The next time you kill a TTV or a sweat you can be like,
That's how it feels!
remember to like the video if you appreciate the vibe. Sub to the YouTube channel for more Warzone content. Let's continue. Okay, in the next section, I'm going to explain using movement to change your last known location. During gunfights, I try to think 2 steps ahead of the enemy. I try to predict where the enemy is going to peek. I try to mix up my positioning so when the enemy re-peeks, this person has to track where I am and I'm just not sitting in the same spot. There are many scenarios where I utilize my movement to change my last known location to help me get the upper hand in gunfights. Let's break down a scenario and I will show you what I mean. I managed to get it down and start to push the area. I reload my gun and I spot an enemy in front of me. I'm reloading in mid-animation. This is not looking good. The enemy is probably aiming at me at the moment. Knowing that, I shift my body all the way to the right and swap weapons to cancel my reload animation. The enemy goes back into cover. What I want to do now is change my last known location. The enemy is going to re-pick the same area in the next engagement, so I bunny hop to the right to create space. The enemy goes back into cover and I know this target will re-peak, so I move to the right again to stay elusive. And I managed to get the down. Good job, Andos. As demonstrated, you don't always have to stay stagnant during gunfights. Mix it up, change your last known location. Use movement or cover to your advantage and keep your enemy guessing. In the next section of the video, I'm going to talk about lunging towards the target and how efficient it can really be. Basically, during gunfights, you want to make a conscious effort to slide cancel or jump towards the enemy to avoid getting shot and breaking aim assist. The key to this technique is timing and distance. You can't just lunge at a target if you're too far away or if the timing is incorrect. When these 2 requirements are not met, the enemy can easily take you out. With distance, you just want to make sure that the enemy is close enough so you can get behind the target or as close to their body as possible with your movement technique. Oftentimes when you try to lunge at someone but you're too far away, the enemy will have easy shots on you. With timing, you need to utilize cover and wait for the enemy to push and then perform your movement technique. Or if you get caught by surprise, you need to lunge towards the enemy as quick as possible. You need to consider how long the enemy can see you and, as mentioned, how far you are when you're trying to break someone's camera. Let's break down some scenarios to touch on this subject further. In this gunfight, I'm fighting multiple enemies at decon. I managed to get the first down and then break armor on the second target. At this point, I'm thinking about going around to flank the enemy. However, I do hear some footsteps to my left. So I make an adjustment. I predict that the enemy is going to push me through this window. I inject myself with some G4 and I want to lunge towards the enemy to give myself the advantage. Perfect. The timing and distance management was on point. I was able to use my movement to get out of the target's line of sight. And now I have the enemy lined up on my screen ready to shoot.
William, knife man.
I managed to get the kill, so I try to push the rest of the squad with full confidence.
7. Got a mismatch. Walker on the gate with full.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
Alrighty, back on topic. In the next scenario, I'm going to demonstrate how to use cover to your advantage when lunging towards the enemy. Sometimes it's a good idea to let them come to you. Set up some traps. You don't always have to engage straight away. Use cover to bait the target and then lunge towards their position when you think you are going to be attacked. Let's have a look at this example and I'll show you what I mean. I spot the target on my left here. I'm arming up right now, so I can't really attack. So I try to move to a better position. I'm just going to explain my thought process here before the fight happens. It's pretty obvious this person is going to full send and push aggressively, so I'm going to try to use this wall to break the enemy's camera. I can already tell this person's going to attack me from this angle, so I need to get behind cover and then perform my counter attack. My objective is to use movement to shift my body this way as my enemy is attacking. Let's roll the clip and see what happens. Perfect, my timing and distance management worked out pretty well. The target is aiming at my last known location. I was able to get behind this person with my movement and give myself the advantage.
That was nice, bro.
Well, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. When it comes to movement, just remember the more you do it during gunfights, the more comfortable you will be. It may feel a little bit uncomfortable at first utilizing movement in intense situations. However, in the long run, it will make you a better player in my opinion. Remember to experiment, move around, and just have fun. Last but not least, please demolish that like button, share this with your mates, sub to the YouTube channel for more Warzone content if you like these type of videos. Come check out the stream as well. If you are interested in one-on-one private coaching, the details will be in the description through my membership. Anyways, as always, I wish you guys all the best and good luck on the Warzone.